During a recent YouTube livestream, Destiny and ABBA, two popular content creators, discussed the incident involving Lil House Phone and Adam22. Destiny was quick to express his disappointment with the use of physical aggression by House Phone against Adam22. He stated that physical violence should never be used as a solution to perceived disrespect, and that there are better ways to handle disagreements.
This, what do you think is going to be happening at No Jumper? Do you think this drama, soap opera filled season of theirs is going to keep going? Or do you think, because did he attack Adam? I heard Adam said something about his mom.
The problem is that, like, the No Jumper universe, it's like the Destiny universe, where, like, if you want to know what's going on, you have to be watching, like, you have to watch Adam's original drama, then you need to get, like, the other No Jumper crew's perspectives on it, then you've got to see what Ack said about everything, then you've got to get academics talking to other people about it, and there's, like, a whole thing where it's like, if you miss, like, 1 day's worth, you're like, who the is Mr. Girl? You have, like, no idea what's going on. So I don't know what's going on. Like, the things that I keep kind of, like, seeing in the peripheral and hearing in the peripheral are, like, the look of, like, Adam being white is like not good, and everybody seems, that's always like a thing in the background for people saying, because I saw that come up on a show, I think, where Adam was getting roasted on, like, titles of videos and how he's, like, exploiting the black community, and now with, like, everything coming up with House Phone and everything, probably not good. I don't know where it's going. It could just be like all of it blows over and the next drama comes out and who the f cares, or it could be that, like, I don't know, maybe it is untenable and unstable and stuff is about to start flying apart at the seams. I'm not sure. I think I read a it was a fucking Reddit post saying that where somebody did this whole rant about how, like, the problem with No Jumper is that the individual people on No Jumper are getting so big that they might think that they can, like, all leave and do their own, and that Adam kind of fucked himself on that. I don't know if that's true or not. So yeah, I see a lot of different things in a lot of different subreddits, videos, or whatever. I don't have, like, a full grasp of the situation. Yeah.
Bro, when he said, "I paid for your mom's funeral," I was like, oh my.
Well, I mean,
when he said that, I was like, oh, you can't.
I mean, it depends on I'd have to go back. The problem is I don't know what was the context of that brought up. Because if the guy is accusing him of, like, not giving a fuck or being a shitty person or being whatever, then, I mean, I would bring that up. Yeah, bro, what do you mean I don't give a fuck? Like, I literally gave you money for your fucking mom's funeral. What do you mean I don't care? Right? I would bring that up 1,000,000%. I think it's fair. If he did, I think it's fair.
I want you to perceive how that sounds. He's saying, I feel like you don't care. You were very insensitive when my mom died and how I was handling it, the way you talked about it. And then he said, nah, I paid for your mom's funeral. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is a crazy thing to say to someone who's grieving and going through that whole process, because it almost looks like, bro, I handled your bills. The shit you should, like, it almost feels like the dude. That's why he reacted so fast. Because I just seen it right now. That's a crazy thing to say to someone. There's just little things that I think culturally, I wonder if Adam is sensitive to or understands. Actually, I want to give him credit. I feel like he does. I just don't think he's always thinking things through before he does them. And that's probably bad. Because, like, the two things he did, I don't know.
I mean, you're making it sound like he's surrounded by, like, a bunch of children that have to be treated like children. Like, I would have to know the full context of, like, I need more back context. Like, if it was the case, like, for instance, like, let's say this guy was like, bro, I need time off. Like, Adam, like, my mom fucking died. Like, it's me up, dude, or whatever. And Adam's like, listen, dude, here's $1,000. Go bury your bitch and get the fuck back here, you know, on Monday. And then Adam says some shit like that. Then I could see him being like, dude, that's fucked up. What do you mean you gave him some money for his mom's funeral? You didn't even give him time off work, bro. That's. But if it was the case where the guy's like, Adam, my mom died. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm feeling bad. And Adam's like, oh, dude, like, I'm sorry, like, that's fucking horrible. Like, here's like 10 G's. Like, I hope, like, if it helps with the funeral costs or whatever, like, good luck. If that was the case, and then Housephone later brings up, like, bro, you didn't even care my mom died, then I 100% am with Adam being like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, I sent you, like, a ton of money unprovoked just to, like, help you with the funeral costs. How can you say I didn't care? I think that's totally fair to bring up. Because on one end, you're looking at it where it's like, oh, like, it's really insensitive for Adam to say that. But on the other end, you got to understand, Housephone is attacking Adam really hardcore there. You didn't give a fuck when my mom died? That's a pretty insane, or that's not insane. That's a big statement to make. And if Adam feels like it's not accurate, then I could see him bring. But I don't know the background context, right? That's why I'm saying, like, it could be okay or it could be fucked up, you know. I saw another thing unrelated to that. I saw another thing where, and again, these are all just Reddit posts in the No Jumper, and now the No Jumper 2 subreddit, because they made a spinoff because they were getting mad at people getting banned. I heard somebody say that Adam did give him a few $1,000s something to help with the funeral, and House Phone actually had it paid for, and he just like pocketed that money. So I don't know. I don't know like what's real for any of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say this. I'll say this. I think when someone dies, to me, it's a terrible look. We can talk about the particulars and wanting to defend yourself. I think when somebody dies and that kind of situation happens and you guys are hearing that out, if he's talking about his grief or his pain and however he's feeling about it, and then you almost punk him by saying, yo, I paid for your mom's funeral, which is... you can disagree.
Well, no, what you just said was wrong. He wasn't talking about his pain. He was saying that Adam didn't give a... He was making a claim about Adam's state of mind, not about his pain.
So he was talking about, okay, listen, I don't want to get too weeds, even though it's probably necessary in order to have this conversation. I would just say this. If someone is grieving, they're going through that process, and they feel like you were insensitive or you were whatever wrong in that process, and you almost show them up when you guys already have this much tension, there's no way it's not going to escalate. There is very few scenarios where someone can come and say they paid for my mom's funeral in front of other people, and it don't look crazy. I'll just tell you, it's almost like when you do someone a solid, and then in the middle of a discussion or argument, you use that against them. It can be seen very, very poorly. And especially when it comes to a funeral, which is as a son, you want to be able to handle yourself. I don't know. The moves that Adam was making, and I think that's why he's getting such a negative reaction, is just stuff that's not well seen.
Yeah, I mean, by children, but that's a baby thing. I don't know. Like, if you're going to weaponize your dead parent to win a fucking debate on the No Jumper podcast, and the other guy did do something to show that he did have some kind of care, then you deserve to have it thrown in your face. If you want to feel like a man that could take care of your mom's funeral, then go out there and earn some money like a man and pay for your mom's funeral. Don't take money from your fucking boss and then later on say like, oh, well, he didn't even care about my dead mom. Like, I don't know. That sounds crazy to me. But
talking about the way that he's talking about the way that he described whatever House Phone was doing the grieving part, and he's saying you used words that were very insensitive. Oh, he's dealing with the mom thing or whatever, and he felt like the way he was talking was disrespectful. And then Adam's rebuttal was like, I gave you money for your mom. You know what I'm saying? That to me is like, what, you think money is what makes things right or respectful? That's a crazy way to talk to somebody. Now, maybe we disagree on this, and that's fine. That's just a difference of perspective. I don't want to stay too long. But for me, the trans thing is crazy. You can't do that. And I know for him, this is going to be something that he's going to get clowned for probably for the rest of his days. There's not going to be a single time where folks are not going to bring this up, or people around him are not going to mention this, or folks are not going to look down on him for it. And I guess I'm curious, do you think it's just a cultural difference that you probably don't see it as big of a deal as I do?
Like I said, I need more context. Like if we're gonna weaponize dead parents, like if somebody did that to me and I felt like I did do them a solid, that's gonna come out. Sorry, go ahead.
Abba, on the other hand, had a different take on the situation. He expressed understanding for Lil House Phone's actions and felt that Adam22 should not have brought up the subject of House Phone's mother. Abba mentioned that emotions can run high during arguments and that it is important to be mindful of what is being said and how it might affect the other person. Destiny and Abba discussed the importance of professionalism and respect in the online community. They talked about how incidents like these can have a negative impact on reputations and careers. Destiny emphasized that it is important to handle disagreements in a respectful and professional manner, even when emotions are running high. They also discussed the impact that such incidents can have on the wider community. They talked about how these types of incidents can contribute to a negative and toxic environment, and how it is important to promote positivity and respect. Overall, both Destiny and Abba felt that the incident involving Lil House Phone and Adam22 was a wake-up call for the online community. They stressed the importance of professionalism and respect in the online space and encouraged their followers to handle disagreements in a calm and respectful manner. Destiny and Abba also encouraged their followers to think about the impact their words and actions might have on others. They stressed the importance of being mindful of the impact that online behavior can have on the wider community. The boss-employee relationship between Adam22 and Lil House Phone could have played a significant role in their altercation on the No Jumper podcast. According to information available, Adam22 was a boss or mentor figure to Lil House Phone, and the two had a close relationship. However, the altercation that took place on the podcast suggests that there were underlying issues in their relationship. One factor that may have contributed to the altercation was a power dynamic between Adam22 and Lil House Phone. In a boss-employee relationship, there can often be a power imbalance that can lead to tension and conflict. This could have led to resentment from Lil House Phone towards Adam22, especially if he felt that his contributions were not being fairly recognized or rewarded. Another factor that may have contributed to the altercation is the way that Adam22 handled the editing of the podcast. Lil House Phone accused Adam22 of not being careful enough with the editing, using the drama for views, and ultimately not caring about their friendship. This could suggest that Lil House Phone felt that Adam22 was not respecting his contributions or treating him fairly in the relationship. Maintaining a healthy boss-employee relationship can be a challenge, as there are several difficulties that can arise in this dynamic. In any relationship, clear and effective communication is crucial, but it can be especially challenging in a boss-employee relationship. Misunderstandings can occur when instructions are not clearly communicated, or when expectations are not aligned. Additionally, different goals and objectives can also contribute to difficulties in boss-employee relationships. Bosses and employees may have different goals and objectives, which can lead to conflicts and misunderstandings. For example, a boss may want to prioritize profit, while an employee may prioritize work-life balance. Personal differences such as conflicting personalities or communication styles can also make it challenging to maintain a healthy boss-employee relationship. Trust is also a crucial factor in boss-employee relationships. When trust is broken, it can be difficult to rebuild, and this can lead to further conflicts and misunderstandings. Trust is essential in any relationship, and this is especially true in boss-employee relationships. In conclusion, the incident involving Lil House Phone and Adam22 provided a valuable lesson for the online community. It highlighted the importance of professionalism and respect in the online space and emphasized the need for individuals to handle disagreements in a calm and respectful manner. Destiny and Abba's reactions to the incident serve as a reminder of the impact that online behavior can have, and the need for individuals to be mindful of the impact of their words and actions.